Hey everyone, this is your Minion the East, and now it is time for the next Nintendo Direct to come. So man, it's been a while since we had our last Nintendo Direct. I believe it was March, and even then we didn't even have a E3 Direct or press conference or digital event, whatever, this year at E3. So this is a different change of pace. So yeah, it's been like almost a 6-month drought since we had our last Direct. And that's saying a lot, considering that we normally get like at least, I believe, 3 to 4 each year. So yeah, and this is a 3DS focused Direct. So they're only focused on 3DS games coming out. Alright, so what do I think is going to be on the Direct? Don't know what I can think of. This almost came out of nowhere for me to figure out what we're gonna get. They'll probably talk about like some of the games that were shown off at E3, but like we haven't got much news about. Some recent news on on the recently announced or localization of other 3DS games. One I believe I hope that's announced is Dragon Ball Fusions. Recently they had a rating up for it in Brazil, and that's just really stretching it that there could be a possibility of a westernized release. So it at least shows that it's being localized, but we don't know if it's going to be localized here in the States, but it's a possibility. It got very successful in Japan, and I really hope it is announced. That would make my day right today. We'll probably get more Pokemon news. We're just getting so much Pokemon news, and we haven't had an announcement like when the next one's going to be yet, I believe. So we'll probably get more news on the evolutions. So what else could you expect? Honestly, I have no idea other than those two. I have no clue like what they're gonna do next. Got about almost a minute till the Direct starts, so I just have no idea what to talk about. But man, I'm just so ready for the Nintendo Direct. And I better put this on vibrate. Don't want this interrupting during the Direct. Alright, see how much time we got left. Still about a minute away. But what can we think? Well, of course, what else is there? Well, there's new Professor Layton, but I really don't play much of Professor Layton other than the first game, so my knowledge of it is very minimal. What else could there be? Yeah, honestly, there aren't that many news I could think about at the moment. Maybe other Fire Emblem DLC news, but I think they're already done with that. So I don't know what else. God, it's a 3DS Direct, and I have very little to say on the subject. And I really should have been more prepared for this. All I'm doing now is just waiting, and now it's like about less than a minute, or should be starting up. So, what else could there be? Oh, here we go. It's starting. E to M. Mature games.
John, how are we doing? Everything smooth?
Yeah, everything's great. We're ready for the
Hey,
Nintendo
Reggie.
Direct, except we don't have Bill.
What do you mean we don't have Bill? Where's Bill? And where's my new Nintendo 3DS?
Wait, the 3DS with all...
Yes, that Nintendo 3DS, the one with all the 2017 games.
Ooh.
I can fix this.
You better fix this. You guys, you're going to help me with the 2016 announcements. John, you're going to go find Bill.
I'm on it.
And you need to find my new Nintendo 3DS, too.
I'm double on it.
Make it happen.
But what about the 2017 announcements?
Find Bill and find my new Nintendo 3DS.
Hey, I see the Super Scope. Okay, off to a good start so far. Alright, finally, a new Nintendo Direct. Here we go.
It's been a while since the games Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon were revealed on Nintendo Direct last February, so let's take another look. The story begins when your character moves to the tropical islands of the Alola region.
Alright, so we're
Begins
starting
his or
Pokemon
her
news
journey to
already.
become a Pokemon trainer. The first partner Pokemon this time include the grass quill Pokemon Rowlet, the fire cat Pokemon Litten, and the sea lion Pokemon Poplio. You can choose one of these 3 Pokemon. In addition, the 2 Pokemon from the box art, Solgaleo and Lunala, hold a vital key to your adventure in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. On your journey, you'll also encounter
Yeah,
regional
the
variant
Alolan
Pokemon
Pokemon.
with unique looks adapted to the region's native environment. This here is an Alolan Rattata.
Whoa!
Its
Rattata!
type is dark
Awesome!
quite different from the Rattata you know. Apparently,
It's the top
Rattata
percentage of
once
Rattata now.
swarmed the Alola region, so its people introduced Yungoos to the area to take care of the problem. But then, in response, Rattata altered their habitat and became nocturnal to avoid Yungoos, who were active.
Wow, so
during the
Reeby's
day.
already on it.
That's how Rattata adopted their regional variant form.
Ooh.
Speaking of changes, there's a new element called Z-moves that'll factor into your Pokemon battles. A Z-move is an extremely powerful skill, initiated when
Ooh,
Pokemon
what's
and
the
trainer
ghost type move?
unleash their full powers together.
Oh, that is creepy.
What type of Z-move a Pokemon can use depends on which Z
Waterium,
crystal the player
Electrium,
gives
Z,
that Pokemon.
Grassium. Oh,
Some
it's
Z-moves are
Eum.
exclusive to a specific type of Pokemon. You can
Stoked,
only use
Spark
that
Super Specific.
specific Z crystal as a
Oh,
skill.
wow, that is cool.
There's an early purchase bonus as well. It's Munchlax, who can evolve into Snorlax to go all out. From the
Polarizing
time the game
pancake.
launches until January 11th, 2017, you can receive Munchlax in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon.
Huh.
This Munchlax will come with a special item, Snorlium Z. Evolve your Munchlax into Snorlax, then assign the Snorlium Z crystal to get the special Z move, Pulverizing Pancake. Please check the official Pokemon website
Oh
for
my
more details after this Nintendo
God.
Direct.
That's
Pokemon
insane.
Sun and Pokemon
But what
Moon
type's
launch
the
side by side on
Alolan
November 18th.
Rattata? I want to see Alolan Eradicate.
Moving along, see what you can make of this.
Nice. New Super Mario Bros. What?
It may look like good old Super Mario Maker, which launched last year on Wii U, but this is Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS.
Oh my god.
This new game is all about playing courses anytime, anywhere. And it gives you 100 built-in courses designed by Nintendo to play right out
Oh
of the
god,
box.
not again.
These
And I
levels
thought
have
we
medal
were
challenges,
already crazy
from
with
collecting every coin to defeating every
Mario
enemy before
Maker.
reaching a goal. I wonder how many medals you can collect. You can also go online to play courses made using the Wii U version. In the spirit of spontaneity, you won't be able to search by course ID, but you will be able to enjoy the 100 Mario Challenge and recommended courses as well.
Oh my
While not
god.
every course created in the Wii U version will be compatible with this
They
release,
seriously
we're
are
confident
moving away
there'll
from
be
the
no
Wii U
shortage
at
of
this
great
point, aren't
content for you
they?
to play. You'll also be able to get courses directly from your local friends, but we'll get to that in a bit. Like its predecessor on Wii U, this game lets players freely create their own Super Mario courses, and includes every tool and course part available in that version, save for the Mystery Mushroom and its associated Mario costumes, which are exclusive to the Wii U release. But don't worry if you find course creation a bit intimidating. Mario and Yamamura are back with interactive tutorials that'll have you creating with confidence in no time. While Super Mario Maker on Wii U was all about fostering a big global community, this time we're focused on bringing players together with their local friends to build communities that are more closely knit. So instead of uploading courses online, courses you make will be shareable via local wireless
Huh, okay.
and Street Pass. We've
Okay,
also added
street
in the ability
passing is
share
gonna be
incomplete
crazy then with
courses via
Mario
local
Maker
wireless.
3DS.
That way you can team up to create courses, which will be marked with a special icon to commemorate your collaboration. Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS will be released on December 2nd, 2016.
Ooh, holiday release. Okay.
Next up, Mario Party Star Rush. This game has a new mode called Toad Scramble, which puts a big spotlight on little old Toad while introducing a
Another
new way
Mario
to play Mario
Party.
Party. It can be played single player or multiplayer, and involves everyone moving simultaneously, from rolling the
Oh.
dice to navigating toward bosses. By eliminating turns, the game is much faster, and a bit more strategic too. The fastest player to reach the boss will immediately dive into an action-packed minigame, and the other players
Oh
can join in
no,
the fun
not
when they
that.
catch up. But
The,
getting there
the
first
last few
isn't an
Mario
instant
parties
win.
that
There are
tried
other
to
factors at play, so you'll
focusing
have to think fast and
on
continuously hone your strategy.
going at
There
the
are
same
tougher choices in
time,
Mario Party than merely picking your favorite character. You'll find Mushroom Kingdom allies on each map, just waiting for a team up. These
I don't
ally characters
know.
expand your movement options, and as they play alongside you in minigames, any points they earn are added to your total. There are other modes too. One of them is Coinathlon, where players race around a track by collecting
That's
coins while
going to
playing
be,
minigames. It's pure skill, no dice. And in the mode Mario Shuffle, you'll maneuver 3 pieces to reach the opponent's side of the board. There are lots of ways to party with Mario, 7 modes in fact. So how you play is up to you and your friends. Don't forget, the game is also compatible with the Super Mario series amiibo figures, including these 7 figures that join the party this fall.
Oh,
They work differently in
okay.
each mode, so try them all out and see for yourself.
so
Of
if I
course,
get the
this
new
is Mario
amiibo,
Party, so it's packed with mini-games. There are a few ways to play together, including up to 4-player download play, as well as local multiplayer, a first for the series on handheld. If you download the free Mario Party Star Rush Party Guest Edition from Nintendo eShop, you can enjoy 4-player multiplayer using only one full version of the game, without limitations.
Oh, it's
Mario
kinda
Party
like
Star
the
Rush, a new amiibo from the Super
Mario-
Mario series,
Super Smash
will
Bros.
release simultaneously on November 4th.
okay.
Believe it or not, but next up is Animal Crossing New Leaf. This fall, we're releasing a free update for 2013's coziest Nintendo
Huh.
game. It will expand your town's horizons by adding in amiibo functionality and other new features. Of course, the Animal Crossing series amiibo figures and amiibo cards will be compatible, but so will select figures from other series as well. In addition to this update, a new wave of Animal Crossing amiibo cards will release on December 2nd. There are 50 new cards, and each one features a villager we haven't seen yet in Animal Crossing New Leaf, as well as the interior design of that villager's mobile home.
Okay. That's one way to continue support for New Leaf.
You can update your current version of the game, Animal Crossing New Leaf, including the recently launched Nintendo Selects version, or you can purchase a package that includes this update called Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. With this version, you'll also be gifted a brand new amiibo card
Okay,
from the
so
wave I mentioned
this
earlier.
holiday.
Pretty soon, we'll be going to town on all of the features included in this update, especially the amiibo compatibility. So stay tuned
Right.
for an Animal Crossing mini direct coming later this fall.
Okay. Earlier. Oh no, not Reggies Donuts.
Hey, is this Reggie's Nintendo 3DS?
It's gonna be
Oh yeah, the Galaxy 3DS.
donuts.
Oh, not again, Bill. Those are Reggie's. Easter Island.
Street Pass Me Plaza is marching into new territory. A new update should make your gameplay experience
Another
quicker
update.
and smoother.
Okay.
In addition to the current Street Pass Me Plaza, we're adding a Quick Plaza, which streamlines the way you play the games. When you visit the Quick Plaza, the gameplay will move along quicker. Greeting messages from me characters have been simplified, and you can select the game more quickly from the bottom screen and boot it up right away.
Oh, thank you. This will make it a
There will
lot
also be a
faster.
handy adjustment to the Plaza Gate in Street Pass Me Plaza Premium. Previously, you could only encounter up to 10 players via the Street Pass feature, but now, by sending me characters you've met via Street Pass to the Plaza Gate, you can encounter up to 100 players. Alongside
Oh,
the update,
boy.
we're also adding 5 new fast-paced Street Pass games. You'll race
More
slot
games?
cars and compete for the best time against players you encounter through Street Pass in Slot Car Rivals.
Wow.
You'll predict stock prices as advised by the Miis you've met in Market Crashers. You'll cook requested dishes
Okay,
for
the
heroes
stock
aiming to
market.
rescue the king in Feed Me.
Okay,
You'll
that's-
explore wild frontiers using the step count of players you've met via Street Pass in
Nice.
Me Trek. And you'll also blast yourself from a cannon to defeat demons in Ninja Launcher. Even for Street
Launcher.
Pass, these games are bite-sized and deliciously so. Perhaps best of all, you can download either Slot Car Rivals or Market Crashers for free. If you take advantage
I don't
of the
think
free
anybody's gonna
download,
want to
you
try
can
the stock
purchase
market
the 4
game.
other new games in a special discounted bundle. The new games and updates for Street Pass Me Plaza and Street Pass Me Plaza Premium launch shortly after the direct,
Okay.
along with a free game download. Stay alert, troops! This here's a new game in development for Nintendo 3DS, Tank Troopers. It's the action game that thrusts you into battle behind the wheel of a tank with specialized abilities. A key aspect of this game is the titular troopers. Depending on the type of troopers you have in your tank, You'll have
Is
access
this
to
something like
different
Advance
abilities.
Wars?
They may look like normal tanks, but these babies can strike surrounding enemies with a freeze attack, launch paintballs to block the opponent's views, and use electrical shocks to freeze rival tanks where they stand. This is definitely not your average tank warfare. In addition to single player and a local 6-player multiplayer mode,
It looks fun.
the game offers download play as well. That way, up to 6 players can make war together. Recon tells me that there are other game modes too. The Nintendo 3DS exclusive, Tank Troopers, will be unleashed on Nintendo eShop later this winter.
Another holiday release.
Puzzle gaming is about to get a fresh new coat of paint in the eShop exclusive Picross 3D Round 2.
Ooh,
This
Picross
time,
again.
blocks can be painted with 2 colors of paint to reveal more elaborate shapes. Using the numbers as hints, you can search for the hidden object in more than 300
I suck at
puzzles at the
these
cafe,
Picross stuff.
and even tap compatible amiibo figures to uncover secret Nintendo characters. A demo will be available too, real soon after today's Direct. So head to Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS to try some free puzzles. Then, if you have fun, you can purchase the whole game. Picross 3D Round 2 is available today in Nintendo eShop
okay,
on
available
Nintendo
today.
3DS. At Nintendo, we're committed to working with awesome independent developers. This September, we'll be releasing a new Wii U or
Axiom
Nintendo
Verge,
3DS title each
Gunvolt
week in Nintendo
Verge,
eShop
Gunvolt 2.
at a reduced
Okay, Gunvolt
price
2 is coming
for a
out
limited time.
Later this
It all
month.
begins today with
4 weeks.
Axiom Verge. So check it out on Nintendo eShop and come back every Thursday in
Heard about that
September to
game.
grab more great games
Sounds fun.
and watch our latest developer spotlight videos. We're also kicking off the month with a contest on Twitter. For the next 2 weeks, enter for a chance to win all 5 games and an opportunity to curate your own content shelf on Nintendo eShop. Also, if you're in Seattle this weekend for PAX West, stop by the EMP
I
Museum
wish I was
in
there for
Seattle
PAX
on September
West.
1st. Or come to the 6th floor of the Convention Center any day of PAX to try 13 new and unreleased Nindie titles, like Runbow Pocket for Nintendo 3DS or Punch Club. We're bringing some free swag, so I hope to see you there.
Ugh. Hey,
Hi
Reggie.
everyone, Reggie here. 30 years ago, The Legend of Zelda launched into
Hey,
introducing the world to the hero
Legend
Link,
of Zelda.
Princess Zelda, and the villain Ganon.
All right.
The game also introduced players to its items, enemies, dungeons, and the intricate puzzles that left you feeling so smart once you solved them. Players of all ages will be able to revisit that original game in all its glory later this year, even if they don't own a current Nintendo console. When the Nintendo Entertainment System NES Classic
the
Edition
NES Classic.
releases on November 11th. And to commemorate the 30th anniversary, this holiday will also be releasing a special series of classic Zelda amiibo figures.
Ah, Zelda
Ocarina
Amiibo.
of Time Link, and a special 2-pack featuring both Link and
Nice.
Zelda from The Legend of Zelda and Wind
Awesome.
Waker.
More Amiibo.
These amiibo will work as standard Link and Zelda amiibo respectively. And they
Awesome.
will also have special functionality
Ah,
Breath
yes.
of the Wild when it releases.
Oh, I wonder what that's gonna do.
Additionally, our partners at Dark Horse Comics plan to release 3 Zelda books
What?
as part of the 30th anniversary. The first
Ah.
of these will be The Legend of Zelda, Art and Artifacts,
an art
featuring
book.
more than 2,000 illustrations from the Legend of Zelda series.
Nice.
In fact, you can pre-order the book now on Amazon.com.
Sweet.
And if you're really in the mood to immerse yourself in all things Zelda, check for performances of The Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses, which continues to tour around the country and around the globe.
I want to see that.
Finally, we're happy to announce that the original version of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword will be releasing today in the Nintendo eShop
What?
on Wii U. The
Ah.
story is set at the earliest point in Zelda history. So between this release and the release
Oh,
of NES
sweet.
Classic Edition, this fall is the perfect time to see where it all began for the series before the release of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild next year. The Legend of
Sweet.
Zelda The Wind Waker HD for Wii U is another one of my favorite
Oh,
Zelda
Nintendo
titles,
Selects.
and now part of the new batch of Nintendo Selects titles released last month for both Wii U and Nintendo 3DS.
Sweet.
Last month also saw the release of new hardware. The new Nintendo 3DS XL system now comes in a slick new Galaxy style
yeah,
design.
there's the Galaxy one.
And we also released the Super Mario 3D Land Edition new Nintendo 3DS system bundle that's available
my
exclusively in a couple
I
retailers
just got
in
the
the US
3DS.
and across Canada and Latin America. It comes with 2 sets of swappable cover plates. The bundle also includes
the swappable cover
pre-installed
plates
and
for the
magically
regular
good game,
sized 3DS.
Super Mario 3D Land. I guess playing Mario with Mario has its benefits. Now's a great time to jump in with Nintendo 3DS. Next, we'll take a look at even more content on the way.
Okay, cut.
Great. Are we all good?
You were great. That was awesome.
That's not what I mean. Do we have Bill? And do we have my Nintendo 3DS?
Not yet.
It's all right. We'll pull it all together. Good job, team. Where are my donuts?
Oh no!
The fight continues in the game Hyrule Warriors Legends.
Oh,
A
DLC!
third DLC pack is coming.
Come on.
And here's your first look.
Let's see what it's... who's it next? Oh, yes! There he is, the Sand Wand. Alright, the Sand Wand from Link Between Worlds. What the heck? The train? It summons the... So he has... So you can summon the train now? Oh my god. Yay! Toon Zelda with the armor. Yeah! Toon Zelda. Okay, so it's Spirit Tracks characters specifically. Oh, that is so fun. And of course we got the next map. So yeah, it's Toon Zelda from Spirit Tracks, and it's Phantom
Hyrule Warriors
Hourglass
Legends
and
DLC Pack 3.
Yep.
The Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks pack will
Alright,
be
so we finally
available
got
from
Toon
the
Zelda
in-game
now.
Extras menu as of today. Plus, a season pass for all 4 packs is already on sale at a discounted price. Court is back in session.
Oh, Ace
The
Attorney.
latest game in the Ace Attorney franchise sees Phoenix himself in the courtroom of the Kingdom of Kura-In. Here, mysterious seance trials decide the fate of all defendants. Meanwhile, defense attorney Apollo Justice faces his own challenges while holding down the fort at the Right Anything agency. You can expect puzzling mysteries to solve, a striking cast of characters, and all new investigation
Okay,
techniques.
so this taking place in two.
This
The
is
story
one
takes place
case
in
you'll
two
definitely
different
want to take.
places.
Objection!
Overruled. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice will launch in Nintendo eShop exclusively on Nintendo 3DS September 8th.
So next week. All right.
There are a ton of RPG fans out there waiting for a certain Nintendo 3DS game. I'm talking about the anticipated re-release of Dragon Quest VIII,
Dragon Quest
Journey
VIII.
of the Cursed King, which will launch in 2017.
Okay, they only got
Many of us
2017
have
games.
seen the original version on top 100 lists, and it's now more feature-rich than ever. But there's another Dragon Quest game on the way even sooner, and
Dragon Quest
it's
VII.
leveled up as well. Take one look at Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past, and you can see that this renewed classic has been completely remade from the ground up. There's hours upon hours of new content too. The Street Pass feature allows you to swap travelers' tablets with fellow players to access special dungeons and items. And through online distributions, you can encounter new monsters, explore new dungeons, and earn unique rewards. The replayability is through the roof. So
It's
if you're
just
an
starting to
old-school
get into the
RPG
series.
fan, remember that the game is available for pre-purchase in Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS. If you do pre-purchase the game, you can receive a Dragon Quest VII Nintendo 3DS menu theme
Oh.
for free. Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past launches exclusively on Nintendo 3DS September 16th. Make sure to check out our playlist of Dragon Quest VII videos on YouTube, which lets you explore and discover many of its new and iconic RPG elements. Game producer Noriyoshi Fujimoto will also be on hand at PAX West in a special developer discussion on the game.
Okay.
Some RPGs have that old school feel, and some have a way of hitting that sweet spot while keeping things fresh. Whether you side with Yokai Watch
Yokai
2
Watch.
Bony Spirits or Yokai Watch 2 Fleshy Souls, you're about to travel to the past to witness the origin of the Yokai Watch. There, you'll choose sides and take part in an age-old yokai war between two rival factions. Luckily, you'll also discover the Yokai Watch Model 0, which gives you 2 new tactics that makes for more strategic battles. If an enemy is either loafing or inspirited, you can now poke them, and if you're fast enough, you'll earn
Alright, so
bonuses
Yokai
in
Watch
battle,
2 is
even
finally being
dealing a little
localized.
extra damage.
Now I
And
just
if
need to
you
catch
fill
up
the
with
soul
Yokai Watch
meters of
3 in the
yokai on
future.
your team and adjacent yokai, you can unleash a powerful end skill like this. Power is certainly on your side, but which side will you choose? Bony or fleshy? Each version has some unique yokai you can't befriend in the other. Hailing from ancient Japan, the leader of the Bony Spirits faction is Arachnus, who harbors a spidery secret. As for Fleshy Souls, the leader is Total Dude, the essence of a toad who lived for several centuries thanks to a fresh sense of style. No matter which yokai you befriend, you'll get their medal, and luckily, these medals can be traded between versions. Either way, the initial production run of the retail versions of the game each contain a physical medal that unlocks a new Soultimate move for Jibanyan. And the digital versions come with the ability to battle and befriend Robanyan F or Sailor Nyan.
Sailor Nyan!
You can try the game yourself when the demo version arrives in Nintendo eShop mid-September.
Okay, Mr.
So many choices, which means it's time to choose your side when the game launches for Nintendo 3DS on September 30th.
Okay.
Here's a quick reminder for all you Disney fans out there. Disney's Magical World 2 is headed to
alright.
Nintendo 3DS on October 14th.
So I need to care
If you
about that.
pre-purchase the game, you'll receive some free in-game outfits. Do characters like Olaf, Anna, and Elsa ring a bell? That's right. Free Frozen outfits.
Of course, they had to cash in
Luckily,
on Frozen.
The game is available for pre-purchase in Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS and at select retailers. If you want to learn more about those cool unlockables in the game, head to the official website. Here's a sneak peek.
How come this gets special attention over the other 3DS titles here? I mean, it's nice like to see your favorite Disney characters again, but that's what Kingdom Hearts is for. And it's just a collection of new games.
I saw quite a bit of Disney magic in there, which reminds me, there are new Disney themes headed to the Nintendo 3DS theme shop
Okay, at least
too.
that's something.
This year is Sonic the Hedgehog's 25th anniversary,
Yeah.
and his latest game infuses the series'
Oh.
characters with some new elements, fire and ice.
Oh boy, here
Just
we
look
go.
at him go. There are modes for both single-player and two-player competitions. You'll notice that the controls make it easy to switch between characters, which should give speedrunners some much-needed adrenaline. While the
Oh,
game
I
harnesses
think you
the
should focus
tone
on
of
it saying
popular
that
animated
this
series
is a
Sonic
much
Boom,
better game,
it also
hopefully.
forges a new path and tells its own story. If I had to guess, Dr. Eggman is about to get wrecked, and so will the new villain, Defect. You can make sure that happens when the game launches exclusively on Nintendo 3DS on September 27th. The North American launch edition also packs in a 3-episode Sonic Boom DVD.
Alright, there's that.
Humans, demons,
Bit of a
and
bonus.
gods are about to face off in a true war of worlds. That's right. The long-awaited continuation of the beloved RPG, Shin Megami Tensei 4, is now available for pre-order.
Oh,
If
there
you
we
enjoyed
go.
the original game, this sequel will show you another side into the story, and take you into the events that follow. But if you didn't play the original, fear not. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse can be enjoyed as a completely standalone experience. All first-run versions of the game contain a metal emblem set as a free bonus. So keep that in mind when the game storms exclusively to Nintendo 3DS on September 20th.
Okay.
Well, team,
Without that 3DS and without Bill,
I don't know how we're gonna announce those 2017 games.
What are we gonna do? Bill? What on earth? It is him. Bill! Bill! Where have you been?
The island. It spoke to me. Revealed secrets. The universe.
Bill.
The 3DS lineup. There's so much hope.
Bill, this beard. You didn't have this a few hours ago.
Hours? It's been years, man.
Are you sure you can present?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's for lunch? Warning.
Oh wow, you
Next 18
you shake
seconds
that.
will be utterly adorable.
Oh, Yarn Yoshi. Oh what?
You're looking at the Nintendo 3DS version of Yoshi's Woolly World,
Oh.
an adventurous Yoshi game set in a world of yarn. It
There's a
contains
3DS
some new
version
features,
now.
Not to mention every single stage in the Wii U version. There are also exclusive new stages focused on Poochie.
Oh wow.
Time Poochie's jump to collect beads as you head for the goal. I'm also excited to introduce
Wii
you
U
to
is
the
dead.
miracle of Poochie Pups.
Oh my god.
Poochie Pups are curious little helpers
Live
who
tweet
jump on
updates.
suspicious spots to indicate where you should look for secrets and collectibles if you call them out to do so. And, as you saw earlier, we're developing animated shorts in collaboration with the stop-motion animation studio Dwarf. The Nintendo 3DS version packs in 30 of these shorts, showing the daily lives of Yoshi and Poochie. We'll also be releasing a Yarn Amiibo figure of Poochie,
Oh my
just as he appeared in these episodes.
Oh, you're
Stay
giving
tuned for more info about the game's
you're gonna give
amiibo
us all
functionality.
diabetes here.
Poochie and Yoshi's
It's too
Woolly
adorable.
World will be released
Poochie
February
and
3rd,
Yoshi's Woolly
2017,
World. Okay, it's an updated
as will
version.
the Poochie amiibo on the very same day.
That is
We'll
adorable.
offer a special bundle that includes the game and the Poochie amiibo. Now let's look at an action-adventure
Okay.
RPG we announced on Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2016,
That's what I thought.
Ever Oasis.
Yep, this was announced a while
Mr.
back.
Koichi Ishii of Grezzo is the producer and the director of this title. As the creator of the legendary Chocobo and Moogle, as well as the Mana series at
Huh.
Square Enix, Mr. Ishii will bring decades of experience to Ever Oasis. And the character design is done by famed illustrator Yoshinori Shizuma. Ever Oasis takes place in a sprawling desert and the oasis at its heart. As a chosen seedling, you'll travel between this desert and oasis, collecting duodems to make your oasis bloom. Travelers with
Those who
different
got
wants,
new
needs, and
IP
wishes will visit your
IP.
oasis. And folks living there will sell products made from the materials you've gathered in the desert. They'll even offer hospitality to weary travelers. In contrast to your lively oasis, with its bustling shops all in a row, the desert is a harsh world where inhabitants live under threat of a dark force known as chaos. With your desert-dwelling friends in mind, you must set off on an adventure across this cruel terrain and locate the dungeons scattered throughout. Allies will join your cause, each one strengthening your team with a specific weapon and a unique skill set. Certain weapons are effective against certain enemies, and particular skills are required to solve puzzles in every dungeon. So it's important to team up with the right ally for the job, and switch between characters to utilize their skills in battle or when solving puzzles.
Okay.
Items claimed in the desert can be used as materials to craft other items that can be obtained at shops or given to certain travelers in search of them. By doing so, you'll help travelers accomplish their goals and fulfill their wishes. In fact, they may cozy up to the idea of moving in and living at your oasis as an ally. As your oasis blossoms, it will grow, thanks to the power of the water spirit Izuna.
Oh.
May your journey lead you to Ever Oasis when the game releases in 2017. Next is a new title, Mario Sports
Ah, another
Superstars.
Mario Sports game.
This compilation includes 5 sports: soccer, baseball,
Oh.
tennis,
Finally!
Golf,
This might be the sports experience that fans have been. Oh, they're including horse racing too?
and when we say soccer, we're talking the full-on 11 versus 11 rules. These are full-scale sports, and there's
Oh,
more
so
to
we're
them
finally
than
getting the
you may
full
expect.
sports experience again?
There's not only a single-player tournament mode for all 5 sports, there's also local and online multiplayer modes, so you can compete against your friends and family locally or against the best players from around the globe. Mario Sports Superstars will be released in spring 2017.
Okay.
Let's dig into our final game of the day.
Aww. Ah, Pikmin! Yeah! And Olimar's back. And it's on 3DS. This is completely different. Oh my god, we got Pikmin 4 finally. I believe it's Pikmin
Mysterious
4.
creatures known as Pikmin are joining the fearless space explorer Olimar for a
It's on a 2D
side-scrolling adventure
plane.
game on Nintendo 3DS. Pikmin follow Olimar around, and then you tap the touchscreen where you want to throw. They'll get to work right away, moving objects, battling creatures, or carrying treasure while heading for the goal. As always, red Pikmin are fire resistant.
Sweet.
Blue Pikmin love water, and yellow Pikmin can be thrown to higher ground and avoid electrocution. It's just you, your colorful friends, and a perilous series of tasks you could only describe as an adventure. This Pikmin game is being designed with action in mind. It will make you think fast and utilize every Pikmin to overcome anything that stands in your way.
Oh, Blue Orb.
This new side-scrolling Pikmin adventure will be released in 2017.
Name not fine. Okay, so it's not Pikmin 4.
Bill, great job. It's wonderful to have you back.
Thanks, Reggie.
But where's my Nintendo 3DS?
Oh, yeah. Just a sec.
Huh. It's awesome. Fun direct. Very fun. Well, not the games I was expecting, but we at least finally got a direct where they showed off some new games, and mostly 3DS. Well, actually all 3DS, I should say. And just from what they were showing, especially as they release those new games, they were trying to definitely go away from the Wii U as far as possible. Especially these Wii U games. They were just released this year or last year, and now they're being released on the 3DS. Well, I gotta say that we're gonna have a great lineup for later this year or next year. But man, I was really hoping for a Dragon Ball Fusion's announcement, but whatever. But yeah, this was a fun direct. Really liked it. Looking forward to hopefully that they release another one during the holidays. And my god, the skits with Reggie and Bill are always fun. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. This has been your Media East. Until next time, guys, take care.